All right, I got a ton of mixing to do, but I don't know that I'm going to get to it today. I got a lot to do. Uh, Still struggling with wirelesses. I think my guitar wireless is working great. It's the in-ear monitor wireless that I'm having a lot of trouble with. I wish there was something that Shure would make that's like their GLX D16 Plus, but for headphones, because I've never dropped out on my GLX D16 Plus. It's one that switches between 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz. And I know there's some latency. I'm not worried about it, because so far of all the devices I've tried, the one that stays with me the best is a very latent X5U4. So I wish there was something like this for Shure stuff. I saw a PSM 300 working really well, so I'd like to get that, but I don't want to spend $1,000 on an in-ear, man. Oh, man. But you know, of all the stuff I've tried by now, I've probably actually spent that much, so I could have bought that first. All right, today, what I am going to be doing is a TC Electronics bass amp. Stopped working at a gig my cousin was doing, so I'm going to see if I can't fix it. Let's get on that. Over camera. Take this guy apart first. This is the TC BG BG250 combo. Now this is one of those super lightweight Class D amps. I think it's Class D. I'm pretty sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I love these things. They don't weigh anything. I know a lot of people hate Class D, and I think I understand the technical reason for it, but I don't understand why it can't be corrected. Now I have confirmed that if I plug into the input and I plug into the headphone output, this thing works fine. It seems to be just the power amp out that's not working. And in here, we can take the cabinet out. All good. What I noticed, catheter's a little bit loose. I'm almost positive that one of these legs is out. So I'm going to pull this cap. Of course, right when I want to take my picture, there's water in my camera. Yeah. It feels loose. You know how unfun it is to try and desolder something, but solder sucker and a wick. Saw an ad for some pretty cool solder suckers, but just don't use a $dollar wireless. Yeah, this leg is definitely broke. I mean, this could be the whole problem, or it could be not any of the problem. So, but it is a problem. Sorry. Huh, let's see. Take the solder sucker to it if I have to. I keep meaning to buy one of those new ones you guys use, that Hecko FX88D or whatever soldering iron. Melty, that's interesting. What I want to do is create a solder bridge through these traces, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Where up the solder punch? I may not be able to clear these pins, and I should have some dental probes and stuff. I think I do, but like everything else around here, I'm so limited for space, I often can't find what I need. I can heat my way through here, but I hate to stress stuff like that. No, I'll take one of the new ones and just shove some pins through and see if I can't clear it that way. Out there. Now, hopefully these aren't fakes. You know, lots of times when you're buying capacitors and stuff, you get fakes. This looks very similar to what it was. 200, 2300, 2200 microfarads, 63 volts, 105 degrees. It should be the same. I can't see the voltage on this one. 63 volts. Okay, so allegedly this is the same. So we'll see. Let me see if I can't find a dental probe real quick. Yeah, I have tweezers that should work. A really pointy end on them. Sorry how difficult that is. Got one. I may not be able to push this through though. That's a story. long as I've been soldering stuff, I think I'd have a much better solution to things like this. But I really don't. My best one's always been wooden toothpicks if they'll fit, because the solder just doesn't want to fit on it, stick to it. So that usually lets you push it right through. Leg's still in here, so I can push that out. Oh, that one's much better. I'm worried about creating a solder bridge here, so I'm just cleaning that up. Maybe be able to get this through. I need lots of basic pliers and end nippers and stuff. Like I really, it's crazy how much tools I don't have, and I know I buy them over and over, and I just don't have them. Be the right orientation. Yeah. Ideally, I'd have some really good flush cut end nippers for this. I've got something. I'll make this work, but I really do need to get better pliers and wire cutters and stuff for this. We'll do it. Okay, the leg fell in here. I want to get rid of that so it doesn't cause a short. There it is. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure if any of this ground plane needs to be hooked up in order to make this work. So probably gonna screw this together so I don't have to find out the hard way. I think these are Torx. Yep. Torch. You have Torx drivers. You just got to dump them all out, which I don't want to do. Really, really need to get some really sensible tools and easy reach, ergonomic and stuff. That one's not right. I do have Torx bits all over my bike. Oh, probably any one of these would make the ground work, but let's just pretend some confidence. that is completely undeserved, and stick this sucker together and cross your fingers and just flip it on and it works. Good luck with that, right? You guys go ahead and put your guesses in the chat for how this trace would have broken. I'm sure you guys can think of many a way, huh? Mostly to do with dropping. It's amazing. Like, I know everybody says this, they weren't built like they used to be. Honestly, like, stuff is crazy reliable now, but when it breaks, it's a lot harder to fix in most cases, some cases, many cases, I don't know, some amount of cases. If you look how small these pins are, this is carrying all the signal of the amplifier of this to the speaker. So when you see these guys building these ridiculously oversized wires for carrying tiny signals, yeah, this somehow handles this really loud bass amp. So I don't know. So let me get rid of this. Put back on the cabinet. I'm gonna plug the speaker in anyway. It's fine. What kind of smoke are we gonna see come out of this thing? Vince is killing me. Measure the speaker just to have another speaker. I'm gonna check the 5 ohms. Seems really wrong. So if I have a small speaker I can hook up. I've got this. Could I will get If we can rig something here. I really don't think I should be seeing 50 ohms out of this guy. So right, this is this is asking for it. Pretty sure I'm going to short this out. This is some Frankenstein stuff right here. And so I'm just clipping it to a speaker lead. So this one, yeah, if I had one more alligator clip, I could set. I have one hiding somewhere. I really should have a thicker alligator clip for this. Famous last words. So touch the speaker to that. Touch the other thing. Do for science. Plug the guitar in, have it make noise. I could be using a signal generator. I have one of those Behringer ones that would work, but the guitar in. That myself. Team signal there. A couple more places. I mean, this cap could be blown. Any of these guys down here could be blown. Cap over here is a little wiggly. Check for voltage here. I checked for voltage here. Transistor's a little weird. Could be a problem. until the weird thing for me here is you have these two that come out here, which I'm assuming are already power level signals, or maybe this is actually just power for the amplifier board. And I took this off before. Take this board off one more time. I was hoping that was just going to fire up and go. Let's look. Still need to order those rocket rocket socket. See if I can find anything in here. Plain sight. Cable, of course. And another cable that's connected to here, of course. Okay. Those ones where it's really not any fun to plug them back in. Probably on those pliers. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the broken cap was definitely a problem, but that may have caused failures down the line. Being anything obvious. That this looks resoldered here. Melted. See how little power's in here. I don't know what these guys are. Big fat heat sink on here for something. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Shoot. A lot of capacitors. I'm just going to put this back together for now. I'll put it in storage till I can get some answers. So it's so limited in space here that I can't even keep stuff around to test. Crazy. Man, I can't even be bothered with that right now. I'm just going to screw this guy back together. I've kind of got. All right, so I may move on to mixing in a bit.